elders once said, time is a living, breathing thing. Powerful, beautiful, and oftentimes cruel. It can humble the strongest army, shape mountains to its will, and turn entire oceans to dust. But time itself is not free from jeopardy. There are those who seek to control it, corrupt it, change it to suit their dark will. And if that ever happens, the universe will need a true hero to stop it. Are you ready?
Quiet on the set, please.
Hello, test, 1, 2, testing.
Captain, we're ready to get started. Just take a seat over there.
So I thought we could start with the whole I did my own stunts angle and sort of roll into my method for accomplishing this brooding stare.
Yes, we'll get into that in a second. But first, could you comment on the disappearance of Clank?
Oh, right. Little guy. What do you want to know about him for? You've got El Numero Uno superhero right here. Ah, look at that, huh? There's your superhero. You can't see it, but there's a tribal tattoo under there.
That's nice, but if you could just give us your version of the events.
I'm sorry. I thought we were here to talk about my new holo film, My Blaster Runs Hot. I mean, I wouldn't even be able to tell a story without some sort of visual. Do you have any crayons?
We'll add in the visuals.
All right. It began a couple of years ago. I was manning my post as chief volunteer at the Planetary Defense Center when a deadly space armada began attacking Metropolis. Naturally, I could have handled the matter myself, but I was compelled to escort a group of underprivileged orphans to safety. I contacted Ratchet and Clank and deputized them to act in my stead. We soon learned that a vile tyrant named Percival Tachyon had amassed a large army and set his sights on destroying the galaxy's thriving Lombax population.
Ratchet is the only Lombax.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Huh. Anyway, Tachyon was after a device that would enable him to bring back a banished race of creatures known as Cragmites. Little did he know, a mysterious race known as the Zoni were giving Clank new abilities, including laser arms.
But they were doing more than just giving him abilities, weren't they?
Well, there was something about premonitions and yada yada yada, but the heart of the story is here with old CQ. Using my keen intellect and deceptive skills, I planted myself within the Emperor's ranks and tracked down the Dimensionator.
Which you promptly delivered into the hands of Tachyon, enabling him to release the Cragmite Scourge.
A mere bump on the road to victory, my friend. We still destroyed Tachyon, banished the Cragmites, and saved the galaxy. But then, in a shocking final twist, the very beings Clank claimed to have aided him snatched him from the Apogee space station, never to be seen or heard from again.
Well, that's not necessarily true. Ratchet discovered his location in an uncharted system on the edge of the galaxy. Its capture had been orchestrated by Dr. Nefarious.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. I, of course, was on the set for my new holo film, My Blaster Runs Hot, which, by the way, you have yet to ask about.
One of the greatest heroes in the universe. Your colleague is captured by your nemesis, and you stay behind. Didn't you hear the call to arms?
Of course I heard it. But when you get to be as big as me, you have to let a few of those babies go to voicemail, you know? Kidding. Ha, had you for a second. Of course I'm going to help Clank. Me and Ratchet planned this whole thing. Hello? Call to arms? Just kidding. It's my assistant. Raoul, fire up the ship and call Ratchet. I've got a hero to save.
Have I ever told you about my son? Remarkable boy. Quite smart. He was born in a robot factory in the Solana galaxy. But to be precise, he was created much farther away. My son's name is XJ0461, but the universe knows him as Clank.
The Zoni are inquiring about our progress.
How much longer must we pretend to be friends with those twits?
Sire does not remember. You must fix.
Yes, I'm fixing.
Stand by for sisterboard scan.
All right, let's see. Favorite color's green, favorite number's 83 billion and 4.7, blah, blah, blah.
Access denied. Neural safeguard activated.
No! Oh, locked out again! Get in here, Lawrence. Somewhere in this brain lies the key to the Orvis chamber.
No Orvis chamber.
Your zoniness. If we could take but a peek at the chamber.
No Orvis chamber. Chamber is for Sire only.
Very well. Then I think it's time our partnership came to an end. Say hello to...
Not the hypersonic brainwave scrambler.
the Hypersonic Brainwave Scrambler!
Apologies, sir. I should have mentioned the equipment is especially susceptible to sonic weaponry.
Backup generator activated.
What the? He's awake! Stop him! Go ahead! Jump!
Dr. Nefarious, I should have known you were behind this. Where have you taken me?
You don't recognize it? This is your home! The Great Clock! A marvel of science and sorcery, engineered by the brightest Sony in all of existence, and constructed in the exact center of the universe! Give or take 50 feet.
I am curious. What lie did you tell the Zoni in your quest for vengeance?
Vengeance? You think I went to all this trouble for mere vengeance? They say I'm egomaniacal. Let's just say it's all in the past. Lawrence!
Right here, sir.
Ready the orb of gratuitous immobilization.
Shall I prepare the mnemonic station again?
No, I have a better idea.
But, sir...
Patience, Lawrence. We have all the time in the universe.
Space. It's huge. So huge, in fact, that if you lost your car keys in it, they would be almost impossible to find. Luckily for Ratchet, Captain Copernicus L. Quark was on the case. His mission, rescue the Lombax's one and only friend. Yep, without Clank, Ratchet was alone in the universe. Alone. Alone. Alone.
You realize this ship has an ejector seat, right?
Sorry. I guess you could say I've been a little antsy in my pensy at the thought of getting back into the hero business. Yep. These wild stallions have been in the stable too long.
Right. Look, just keep your eyes peeled. Talon says this sector's crawling with mercenaries.
Rest easy, my friend. My vigilance is both eternal and peripheral.
Warning. Warning. Unidentified anomaly detected.
Hang on. Shifting to evasive maneuvers.
Oh no, we're gonna die! We're gonna die! Oh, good thing I'm wearing clean underwear.
Will you shut up? We are not gonna die! Aphelion, engage gravimetric stabilizers.
Negative. Stabilizers offline. Thrusters offline. Landing flaps offline.
All right, so we're gonna die.
So much for clean underwear.
Hello? Ah! I'm sorry! I was only trying to help! Back up! Don't make me use force! Weapon!
You are the robot who assisted me in my escape from Nefarious. What is your name?
My name? Yes, of course. Sigma 0426A. But you can call me Sigmund. I'm junior caretaker here at the Great Clock.
Forgive me, but what is the Great Clock?
Oh dear! We're late! Come! We don't have a lot of time! Figuratively speaking, of course. You think you could show me how to fight like that one day?
Let's try this again! Night of the Living Squishies, Act 3, Scene 4. Ready on set?
I should never have quit dental school.
And action! You'll never take me alive, Quack! Time is under my control!
Oh, am I interrupting?
Lawrence! I'm rehearsing my epic romantic action comedy space opera!
Silly me, sir. I just thought it prudent to tell you Clank is en route to the Orvis chamber. Sir.
Splendid! The moment we've been waiting for is now. Now, if there's nothing else to discuss.
There is one small matter.
I don't have the capacity for love, Janice. I was cursed by a tribe of gypsy ninjas when I was a kid.
I know, Lance. I was in that tribe of gypsy ninjas.
They cannot be allowed to meddle in our plans! Track them down and annihilate them!
Very good, sir. In the meantime, might I suggest engaging with safety so as not to kill any more troops?
It's not even loaded, you moron! Look! Next!
Excuse me, hi. Do you know where I can find Alistair Azimuth?
Now I've got you. It can't be. You're Caden's son. Forgive me. General Alistair Azimuth, Forbolt Magistrate of the Lombax Praetorian Guard, Elder Councilman for the Center for Advanced Lombax Research, and you, my dear boy, look just like your father.
I have so many questions. How did you know him?
Caden and I were good friends. He was a great Lombax, smart as they could come. He was the first outsider to theorize that the Great Clock even existed.
And this clock, you think Clank's in there?
Clock is a rather crude translation of the runes on Quantos. Specifically, they say Keeper of Time. But yes, I suspect he is. You see, according to Fungoid lore, the Zoni are the guardians of time. If your friend is connected to them, he must play some part in its operation. Now, where are those blasted things?
Wait, I thought my father was the only one to stay behind when the Lombaxes left. Why didn't you go with them?
Sometimes the universe has a cruel sense of humor. Ah, here they are. Your father's hover boots. Ready for your first lesson?
If you intend to manhandle me, I'll have you know I am a level 60 wizard with melee ability. That hurt my pride and my solar plexus.
Looks like there's an obsidian eye somewhere in Krill Canyon. I can't lock on any closer.
Greetings, my old friend. Been a long time. I'm thrilled you're here to witness my greatest triumph. And look, you've met the Elder. Pity the first Lombax you meet is the shame of his entire race.
So what is it this time, Nefarious? You still trying to turn everyone into robots? Or is it just good old-fashioned galactic domination?
Part of me wants to let you live long enough to find out. The other part really wants to kill you. You know, for old time's sake. Decisions, decisions, decisions.
Attention, VX-99 detected. Evacuate all stations.
Well, at least we know what he went with.
Pollux believes the entire procedure will require approximately 183 paradoxes. 84 if the blog participate. Sir, might I suggest we allow the Terrachnoids to examine the chamber before testing the machine?
What's the matter, Lawrence? Chicken? Bark, 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 bark.
Whoopsie, sir. Butterfingers.
I just learned the Lombaxes have destroyed the VX-99. Our sentries are searching for their vessel's signature as we speak.
Unacceptable! I practically handed those squishies to you on a silver platter. How could you be so utterly incompetent?
I'll leave you two alone.
If Ratchet or the Elder find the clock, our plans will be ruined! Your body will remain crushed and abandoned on Zorik. Is that what you want? I'm bringing in specialists! Cassiopeia!
Well, hello there.
Karina!
Bonjour.
And Libra.
Hey, how you doing?
Valkyries! Decades ago, your colony was atomized in the Erebus supernova. How would you like to have it back?
Dun-da-da-da! Orvis Industries presents The Great Clock and You, with your host, Orvis!
Hello! And, oh, is it on? Sigmund, the light is blinking. Should it be blinking?
No. Hold on, sir. Okay, try now.
Hello, and welcome to the Great Clock. You're here because you've been selected to join our team. And we couldn't be happier to have you. We have a lot to discuss. But first, let's take a look at what the Great Clock is. Eons ago, our kind entrusted the Fongoids with a special gift. The gift of time travel. We had hoped it would enrich their lives as it did ours. But unfortunately...
They loused it up!
Sigmund, let's just say they were overzealous in its use. After only 3,000 short years, the Fongoids' use of time travel wore the space-time continuum thin. Paradoxes stacked on top of paradoxes, conundrums on top of conundrums, until one day, a tiny rift in the continuum destroyed 83 celestial entities. Existence, it seemed, was at an end. If the universe was to survive, it would need a heart transplant. So, I designed a special gift to repair the damage. The Great Clock. built in the exact center of the universe, give or take 50 feet. The clock would repair the rift and restore temporal normality to the universe. And that, my son, is where you come in. There are only 2 rules concerning the operation of the Great Clock. Number 1, under no circumstances is it to be used as a time machine. The clock is not meant to alter time, only to keep it. Number 2, should you find yourself wanting to use the clock as a time machine, consult rule number 1. Did you hear that, Sigmund? Because rule number 1, you see, says don't do it.
Brilliant, sir.
All right, all right. Let's go have some tea.
Accessing archives.
Hello, Sigmund. Just wanted to let you know I will be traveling to the Tombly outpost on Xanathar and will not be back until morning. A fellow scientist has requested an audience with me, and etiquette dictates I comply.
Don't go, sir.
Mind the clock while I'm gone. Wind the time cleaners, and, Sigmund, let's just keep this our little secret. As the kids say, BRB.
Please don't go.
End recording.
It's dangerous.
General, will you just stop for a second? I want to know what happened.
Questions, questions. You ask all these questions. Ask yourself this. How relevant is the past when it can be changed? Your father would have said not very.
That's him. And you still haven't given me a straight answer. Now why aren't you with the Lombaxes?
Because I failed them! I failed them. I made a mistake. After the Great War, Polaris was a dangerous place. Even with the Kragmites gone, I knew steps needed to be taken to protect the galaxy. One day, we were approached by an inventor with incredible ideas, technology light years beyond what we were using. The inventor was someone your father warned me not to trust. Our kind had grown suspicious of him, but I was convinced this was the right thing to do. For the galaxy, I granted him full access to our technology, all of our secrets. Only when he was finished, they took refuge in the court, but your father refused. He would never have left your mother. But when he made it back, she was already gone. I don't know how long he survived before Tachyon caught up with him, but I know I was responsible for his death. For my crimes, I was forbidden from joining the Lombaxes, and so I live in exile. I can make it right, Ratchet. All of it. We can fix it. With the clock under our control, it'll be like none of this ever happened. Stay with me, and I promise I'll get your family back. Fulcrum's star's cracked. We may not be able to get a signal.
Stand by for system uplink.
Clank!
Ratchet, how did you find me?
You kidding me? You think I'd leave my best pal out here alone?
Who is that behind you? Is that a Lombax?
Yeah, this is General Azimuth. He's been helping me look for you. Just send me your coordinates and we'll pick you up.
Signal integrity 33%.
Ratchet, I need your help. Orvis is in trouble. You must go to Xanathar and confront Dr. Nefarious.
Xanathar? Dr. Nefarious hasn't set foot on that rock since his station was completed 2 years ago.
Then that is when you must confront him. Head to the Tombly outpost and look for a time portal. Please, save my father.
Father? What's going on?
You cannot hide in the broom closet forever, Sigmund. Orvis needs our help. Now, can you synthesize a time portal on Xanathar?
I suppose I could use the oscilloscopic entanglement modulator to create a vacuum of negative energy, theoretically creating a traversable wormhole.
Time rift stabilized.
Ta-da!
You twit! You told me this would work! I don't know what's happening. We should have found it by now. He must have erased his own memory.
Time is a gift, and not to be tampered with.
This is your last chance, Orvis. How do I get into the chamber?
You are making a mistake. The clock is not a time machine. There is only one who will enter my chamber, and he is safe, far from you.
Where is he? Where did he go? I don't know, sir. I'm pulling up a residual image from his database. We scanned it before he dissipated.
Clank?
You! Annihilate him, you fools! And then I said, not so smart now, are you? You get it? Because he's a moron!
Oh, Dr. Nefarious. You have such a wonderful sense of humor. And you're so...
Your father went to great lengths to protect this room from those who would abuse it.
Control terminal activated.
He loved you very much, you know. He was always XJ0461 this and XJ0461 that. I'm supposed to play this for you. It's sort of an orientation message.
Hello, XJ0461? Or should I say, Clank? Here, in this very chamber, I watched over time. And now that you understand the power of the clock, I must ask that you protect it at all costs. For even the slightest misuse of its power can rip the very fabric of existence. The clock, much like time itself, is a gift, and not to be tampered with. But like any father, my only wish is that my...
I'm sorry. Were you in the middle of something?
Intruders! Protect the chamber!
I've got you now. Take this, and now the Haymaker! Victory! In your face! What is it?
You were correct, sir. Clank led us straight to the Orbis chamber.
Splendid! Notify the Valkyries. It's time for... Unnecessarily Evil Initiative Omega 91!
Right away, sir.
Ready for your massage, Dr. Nefarious?
I didn't send for a massage. Go away!
Would you cut me a break, pal?
I mean, would you just open the door, please?
Hey there!
The nefarious space station. An impenetrable fortress fraught with danger and... windows. Using my feminine wiles, I was able to convince the custodial staff to temporarily reroute the South Wing trash chute. This will be our point of entry. With the motion sensors deactivated, we should have smooth sailing into the South Wing. Harnessing 8 years of high school theater workshops, I will remain undercover as the lovely Shannon. My objective will be to escort you here.
Oops. That's a vacation picture from the Mactar Resort Single Mingle. Don't know how that got in there.
I'll escort you here to a conveniently exposed thermal exhaust port. We will then endure rigorous calisthenics until we have lost enough body fat to squeeze through the port.
Maybe I should handle this part of the mission.
Sure, that sounds quicker.
Now, that port leads directly to Nefarious's personal quarters. Using the gigamorphic holoray, you'll be able to scan him and create a holographic disguise for Ratchet. With the disguise engaged, we should be able to breeze past the guards and infiltrate Mission Control, where we'll use the main security terminal to atomize every docked ship in the fleet. With Nefarious trapped like a rat and the clock safe, we can contact galactic authorities so that I may bask in the awesome glow of their admiration.
I feel very close to you right now.
Come on, we gotta keep moving.
You're not Dr. Nefarious.
Nefarious, you can't use the clock. Nothing you could want is worth risking the universe.
Oh, but there is. And I have you three to thank for it. Initiate Super Wavy Flashback Effect! Thanks to you and your dim-witted friend here, I found myself drifting through the cosmos. Have you ever spent time on an asteroid? It's surprisingly boring! Nothing for a villain to do but dwell on his failure. Then, one day, the fungoid saved us. But still, failure burned inside my circuitry. How could I have been defeated by the likes of you? Why had the universe been tipped in your favor? I embarked on a crusade to the inner recesses of what you call the soul. I studied fungoid meditation, attended anger management class, dabbled in yoga, attended more anger management class, until finally I went on a spirit walk on planet Quantos. It was here I finally found what I had been missing, the Great Clock! With the clock under my control, I'll be able to wrong all the rights in the universe. Every villain who has ever stumbled will get a do-over. Every protagonist's triumph will be reversed! Until finally, a new present is created, in which the heroes always lose! Guards!
Hang on, cadets!
Well, that was 5 bolts wasted.
How do you like my Asteroid Flinger 5000? I had it installed in the event I ever needed a super ironic death scenario!
Nefarious, you're making a mistake!
Time will tell. Bon voyage, my old nemesis!
You're just a lonely man, Lance, boarding a lonely train on its way to Lonely Town.
So help me, it's true. All aboard for Lonely Town. Choo-choo, Janice. Choo-choo.
Chief Zahn Gribnak was manning his post at the Arundi outpost when suddenly... evil Commander Argos attacked! Desperate to protect our village, Gribnak led a team of undertrained, poorly equipped soldiers into battle. Sadly, victory would not be theirs. Chief Gribnock and his noble lot were captured, imprisoned, briefly pardoned, imprisoned again, and killed. The death of Zahn left us defenseless. Without him, Commander Argos laid waste to our village by destroying the Arundai floodgate. It was a crushing defeat.
Disengage the autopilot! Oh, come on! Snap out of it! Okay, no need to panic. We just need to find Lawrence before he takes the escape pod.
20 seconds until impact.
Clank, it's been one heck of a ride.
Ratchet, come on! You're gonna have to jump!
10 seconds until impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, I can't talk you out of this, can I?
Ratchet, we have been on many adventures, but the clock needs someone to protect it. It is what I was built for.
Wait, so that's it? What about the Lombaxes?
They're not in danger. They've just moved on. And we'll find them. But the past stays where it is. Come on, pal. I'll walk you in. You were never a sidekick. You do know that, right?
I always thought that you were the sidekick.
Where are you going? This is your responsibility. You can't just walk away. The Lombaxes need us. Don't walk away from me! I said stop!
Do you hear me? The clock, much like time itself, is a gift and not to be tampered with.
You kidding me? You think I'd leave my best pal out here alone?
Your father went to great lengths to protect this room from those who would abuse it.
I wouldn't risk any more than 6 minutes.
6 minutes?
Because it's not a time machine, Alistair! The clock isn't meant to alter time, only keep
30 seconds until total system failure.
I'm so sorry. No. Let me.
What are you gonna do?
Take care of yourself, Ratchet.
Buster?
He did a brave thing, Ratchet. You should be proud of him.
Well, looks like there's just one more thing to fix.
Timekeeper restored.
I'll leave you two alone. Take care of yourself, pal.
The clock, much like time itself, is a gift.
I cannot stay. I am sorry, but discovering my family has made me realize that I cannot leave Ratchet. Not until he finds his own. I hope you understand.
You're leaving? Energy output normal. Harmonic stabilizers stable. Why aren't I freaking out?
Perhaps you are ready to be promoted.
Senior caretaker? Yay! Thank you, sir.
Take care, Sigmund.
The clock, much like time itself, is a gift, and not to be tampered with. But like any father, my only wish is that my son does that which makes him feel whole. You are an intelligent and logical being, Clank. But intelligence and logic would have been wasted gifts without honor and loyalty. I am proud to see you came into those on your own. So, should the clock be too small for your plans, I pray the cosmos light the way towards a future you yourself design. And remember, the universe has a wonderful sense of humor. The trick is learning how to take a joke.
Hello? Is anyone out there? Hello? Celebrity in need of assistance. What's that, Snowball? Little Jimmy fell down a well? Oh, you're hungry for blood. Oh, I was way off. Let me just... Oh, boy, this is bad. Little help here. Ratchet, Clank, Helga, anyone? Nice Snowball. Nice Snowball. Down, Snowball. Hey, easy on the goods.